There's nothing that people seem to love more than unnecessary slights for social media like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and/or Snapchat. So today I'm going to show you guys a basic bitch double lift that you could surely put on any one of those platforms and get those sweet, sweet likes that everyone so happens to desperately need in today's day. So this is going to be a double lift that I do not recommend for you to show to anyone in person whatsoever. You see a lot of these done by these Instagram magicians who want to do stuff as visually as possible, set to trendy Casey Neistat style music. So today's going to be no different. Yeah, so that's the fat double lift here. So pretty much, if you could see, it's a very fancy, it's a very sort of one of these double lifts that you would take home to show your grandparents. But it's not one of those double lifts that you want to overuse. You don't want to overuse it. You want to do it once, maybe in the context of a fancy routine, and then that's it. But this is certainly not a double lift to replace your current standard strike double from expert card technique. So here's the hot explanation for that. So pretty much first thing you need to do is get a break right here underneath the second card from the top of the deck. So you need a break there. Obviously it's a double lift, right? So you need a break. Now what's going to happen is a couple things. Now in action, a double lift is going to look like that. So you are pretty much using your thumb to revolve the card to flip it over. Now you can do this in a couple different ways, but the basic bitch way to do it here is you're going to grab it from the lower left corner and the upper right corner here with your thumb and your middle finger of your right hand. Of course, if you are left-handed and mentally challenged, then you would reverse this. But since I am of the right mindset, then I'm going to be using my right hand here. So you're going to grab it in the lower left corner, upper right corner for your middle finger, leaving your forefinger here. Your father's favorite finger, for various reasons, you're going to leave this open, which you're going to see why in a little bit, because this finger and this thumb are pretty much going to do most of the work here. So once you grab it over here, what's going to happen is you're going to revolve this card once in your right hand. So the way we do that is your forefinger here is going to grab this left corner of this double card, and it's going to spin over until that card is now in the back of the hand. So what that does is that it gives it the ability to have a little bit more spin when you come back and actually do the double. So one more time here, you're using your forefinger to revolve the card this way as your entire hand rotates. The reason your entire hand rotates is because you're adding one more rotation there that's completely unnecessary, but looks good on camera. So what that looks like in speed is just like this, just like this. So when you come back, you're going to reverse these actions with your thumb. So you see why the thumb plays an important role here. So far you've grabbed the card from the lower left corner, upper right corner, using your forefinger here to spin the card, and you're rotating your hand. Then what's going to happen is you're going to use this thumb. You're going to straighten out the right forefinger and use the left thumb to spin the card in this sort of way. So you're going to spin the card, which is going to place the right edge here up against the thumb here. Now what's going to happen is you're going to actually let go for a temporary amount of time. So you're going to let go and balance the card in between the forefinger and the thumb over here. So the forefinger of the right hand and the thumb of the left hand. That card is going to balance as it swivels towards you here. These fingers are going to pinch it, and that's going to turn it over. It should just look like a single card here. Now, of course, this is not a double lift that you want to abuse here, but just for the sake of, for example, a routine on Instagram where you happen to double lift a card, you put it in the middle of the deck, you show that it's very fair, and then you do the double here to illustrate how single this card is. Then maybe you could do a little bit of one of these changes. And then, you know, oh man, you know what? I'm gonna do that exact same thing, but the trendy Casey Neistat music. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, smash that for the production value here, for the production value here. So all in all, you have a double lift here that's pretty complicated, and again, it's fancy, it's flippy. People love this sort of shit. So one more time, you're gonna grab it here, you're gonna revolve the card once, then you're gonna use your thumb to revolve it again. This puts the thumb over here at this corner, which allows a forefinger to balance it out and spin it, and then that's what's gonna get turned over. So at speed, it should just look like this card is a single card. So it's a very fancy flippy double that I highly recommend you do to your parents at your next get-together, and they will no doubt tell you to go back to school because you're wasting your life away doing all this fancy flicking finger fuckery. So you practice that hard, and you tell your parents, you know, that they mind their own damn business. You should do all the things that people usually do for these videos. And I'm gonna put a hot trick on Patreon today, so you might want to check that out. It's one of my favorite tricks. It's a really, really good mental sort of, oh, you name a word, now it's predicted sort of trick. It's hot. You should check it out. Drop $1 there. And also, you need to be aware of certain medical conditions. So make sure to check your doctor regularly. I'm going to go figure out different ways to try to go to the butt doctor, but not make it seem like I really enjoy prostate exams. When I see you again, 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 when I see you again.